This is Savage MMA fan. So, this will be part 3 of a series I started called Play the Game or End Up Played. This will be broken down into 3 sections. There's probably a lot of subsections that this could be broke down to, but I will do some honorable mentions. And there will be some men mentioned as well because, see, business stupidity and mistakes and misfortunes all across the fighting sports world. So, part 1. The big talker with no substance / or AKA the unfocused arrogant fighter. Now this area has so many fucking fighters in it, ladies and gentlemen, I had to use 2 examples. Number 1, Megan Anderson. Biting off more than you can fucking chew. This girl ran her mouth all the way to the UFC. I whoops here Cyborg ass. I ain't afraid of Cyborg, I ain't afraid of Cyborg. And then all of a sudden, when you sat on Errol Hawani's show, under the pressure of the lights and the camera, and he called Cyborg after you said, yeah, I beat her. Sure, I beat her. See, call-outs matter. But if you know you're not ready for a fucking call-out in your heart of hearts, and you know you're going to get embarrassed, and you can't fucking handle that, don't call a motherfucker out then. See, what Megan Anderson needed to do was stay in Invicta for like, personally, I think she should have stayed. She was like 29, 30 and work on that fucking ground game. But see, she didn't. So what happened to her? She went to the UFC, ducked Cyborg, and got her ass whooped by fucking Holly Holm. Holly Holm put her ass on the ground and beat her up. And she ain't been the same since. And now she's about to fight motherfucking the champ, Amanda Nunes, not because she deserves it at 145 pounds, but because there's nobody else in the division really left to fight. So congratulations, Megan. You completely fucked your career up. I mean, she had potential. This woman had real fucking potential. And maybe she still has a little bit of potential, but this is how you fuck your money up. By not taking care of business, running your mouth, and not getting anywhere with it. So Megan fucking Anderson. Oh, Megan fucking Megan. Megan should have her own show. Megan, just wasting fucking potential. Megan fucking Anderson. Maria Agapova. Underestimating your opponent. Not changing strategy. Too much fucking Instagram. This is something that a lot of girls, you got to get off of Instagram, okay? I'm sorry, everybody can't be fucking Valerie Loretta. You can't do it, okay? Valerie's getting away with it because Valerie's getting paid through it, and Valerie hasn't lost complete focus on her training. But you got fighters like Maria Agapova, who I actually like. I like how she came through and smashed the girl. But she thought she was going to do that same shit against Danger Dobson, and that shit didn't work. She completely underestimated this opponent, and it was the biggest, at least betting-wise, upset in the history of the UFC. I mean, she got her ass fucking spanked, derailed. I don't know, as Jason Rose would say, maybe it was all that blonde shit in her hair. Who fucking knows, but her prima donna ass got beat the fuck up. That's what the fuck happened to her. So you don't want to end up like this person. Get off of Instagram. Get your priorities straight, or you will get fucked up, just like Agapova did against Danger Dobson. And a few other examples would be, though some of these people are successful, would be Joanna Bojanglecheck against Rose Namajunas. Jacek is just very delusional at times. Ronda Rousey against Holm, and McGregor against Diaz. See, when you get that I'm so fucking great, I'm so good shit, that nobody can touch me, when you really start believing that, you're in trouble. You're in fucking trouble. And this girl still has a lot of potential, but she just fucking it up. She just completely fucking it up. And this is what you get. Shayna Dobson beating your motherfucking skull in. Oh, well. The great fighter with no business sense. Amanda Nunes. Look, Amanda Nunes fans, just fucking run from this video right now. Get the fuck off of the video. If you can't take it, just leave, okay? Well, she has more money than a lot of fighters. She's more known than a lot of fighters. She should have more money than all types of motherfuckers. And recognition. But the problem with Amanda Nunes is simply that Amanda Nunes has no business sense whatsoever. She doesn't understand matchmaking. How do you get into a fight where Raquel Pennington beats the fucking Rocky out of Raquel Pennington in a fucking pay-per-view that did less than 100,000? I think it was like 85 fucking thousand. It was the worst in years for the UFC. I mean, and then try to hug her like you her friend or whatever. Like, nobody want to see that shit. Even Brazilians didn't want to see that shit. In your own fucking home country, you're scoffed at and disliked by a majority of the motherfuckers, it appears. You know? After the Cyborg fight, this is the thing I don't get. Why when you running back to Dana saying, hey, Dana, hey, I want to go back and fight Cyborg again. A lot of people talking shit, talking about this was a fluke or something. No, we're going to do it again. more money, even more money than you would have made in your life, even more recognition, even if you lost the fight and it was close in the rematch. But no, you want to go to Daddy Dana and do whatever the fuck he say and worship his crusty ass toes. You fucking crazy, Amanda. You're fucking crazy. And then another problem that you have, despite all the skill and talent that you have, Amanda has a problem with this. Hold on. That is Amanda Nunes' problem. She don't know how to keep her woman in check. And yes, I said it just like that. Running her mouth, saying all the wrong things. It's already bad enough that Amanda Nunes had no fucking mic skills. She got to deal with this shit. Look at this. That's not your damn belt. That's Amanda's belt. Are you talking to me? No. Nobody's talking to your foot-face self. Fucking Nina, nobody's talking to you, Nina Azaroff. All that money missed out. You let Dana talk you in and talk you out, I should say, out of that second fight with Chris. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Examples. Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson went into the Justin Gaethje fight. And in that motherfucking fight, I think Justin Gaethje, who's a much newer fighter, had less success in the UFC. I think he was making like about $500,000 a show or something like that. And maybe like another $200,000 to win. And like, I think fucking Tony Ferguson, who I'm a fan of, was making maybe only about $170,000. You on a fucking 12-fight win streak? One of the greatest win streaks in the history of the fucking sport? And you just fucking letting these, what's with your negotiation skills? Now, I know Tony got some issues mentally, but still, that's crazy. And Dustin Poirier's in the same boat. They're waking up, though. They're trying to figure it out, but it's a damn shame. Now, a good example would be Jorge Masvidal. You see what he did. He held out, and he took advantage of opportunity. You ain't got to be a fan of Jorge. But bread game know how to get some bread. You know how to get some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And the final example. The master of fucking disaster. Roxanne Modafferi. Roxanne Modascary. Roxanne Granny Panties, Granny Two Broke Knees. The master of all missed opportunities. The veteran fighter who misses big opportunities. Not caring for her fans or the interest of fight fans in general. She goes on Instagram and shits on all the podcasts, the lifeblood force of WMMA, all the podcasts, all the fucking YouTube channels. This motherfucker just says, if you're ever going to interview with me, you have to do it this way. Well, apparently you're not showing that you want to be interested in any goddamn way. Roxanne Modafferi. Not taking the belt serious, not taking money opportunity serious, not taking the title, talking this shit like, I'm just a fighter that loves to fight for the martial arts or whatever. So is Valentina. She still want to be a champion. That's why she would destroy you. That's why you didn't call her out. And absolutely, the worst call out in the history. Fuck WNBA, WMMA. The worst fucking call out in the history of MMA across the board. Roxanne beats Valentina's sister, Antonina Shevchenko. Beats the phenom at the time, Macy Barber. And calls out not Valentina Shevchenko, the champ. She calls out the motherfucking... Who gives a fuck what number she was placed? Robot Murphy. She calls out Lauren Murphy. For what? For what? You got a title shot right there. All you had to do was say, Valentina, I crushed your sister, and now I'm going to crush you. You would have got an immediate title shot. But no, you called out Robo Murphy, and Robo Murphy deleted your ass. So you deserve every bit. What the fuck is this? What are you posing in this picture? This woman's crazy. So don't be like this person. Never, ever be like this person. And I'm sorry, Combo Breaker 99. I have to do this. Now, this shit is crazy. But I have to do this. All this. Look at this. Before I even get on that, look at this. Yeah, she's not much of a looker, but all the fan base, all the potential. I mean, she speaks Japanese. She's into the cosplay, all that other shit. And she didn't know how to market this. This is one of the most epic failures ever in the history of the sport. Whew. Very lunatic. I'm sorry, Combo Breaker 99. I'm sorry, but I got to get on your girl. This is the honorable mention of all honorable mentions on this list. JoJo Calderwood. This is what you get for being best friends with Roxanne Modafferi. She has a guaranteed fight. She didn't even do nothing for her. Let's just be real. She didn't call out Valentina. They just gave her the fucking opportunity to fight for the title. And she takes a fade with fucking Jennifer Maia. Why? And for all the people who are going to say, well, she was struggling financially. It's a fucking pandemic. Everybody's struggling financially. Well, she couldn't go to a Ramada Limited for a few months. I've seen people up in places like that. She could be in a trailer or something. I mean, who the fuck she owed? The mob? What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, she could have just told them, like, look, I'm struggling right now. It's a pandemic. And no, she go and gets armbarred by Maya and misses out on the biggest payday of her fucking life. Half of that money would have fucking took care of her. And she could have still paid off all the fucking bills. So shout out to the second worst business decision of all time. Shout out to this ass whooping. Shout out to this choking to this. God, how do you end up like this? How do you end up like this? Shout out to JoJo Carter-Wood for showing us that be careful of the companies you keep, because that company can keep you struggling for a long time. This is Savage WMMA Fan. I'm out.